While koalas may be known for their fluffy ears and adorable exterior, there is still a lot that people do not know about these tree-hugging marsupials, especially pertaining to their gut microbiome. Today, we will be welcoming you to the world of a eucalyptus expert and the microbes that make it possible. The gut microbiome has a universal importance. It plays a key role in digestion, immunity, and the overall health of an organism. In addition, it also encompasses a dynamic ecosystem of microorganisms that adapt to different diets and environments. So why should we focus on the koalas? Well, koalas are known for having a unique microbiome that enables proper digestion of the toxic compounds found in eucalyptus leaves. There is also an interesting and essential dynamic between a mother and her joey that propels one of the world's most unique gut microbiomes.
The koala, scientifically known as Phascolarctos cinereus, is an arboreal herbivorous marsupial. This means that they are mammals who carry their young in an external pouch on their abdomen, and they primarily live in tree canopies. There are many interesting aspects to koalas. For one, they are recognizable because of their large heads, dark spoon-shaped noses, and round fuzzy ears. They are native to Australian forests and woodlands and live for approximately 10 to 12 years. Koalas are also notoriously picky eaters, as their diet consists almost entirely of eucalyptus leaves. The koala's natural habitat of the eastern Australian forests and woodlands is also home to numerous species of eucalyptus, but these species are also vulnerable to disease and habitat loss. Considering how koalas commonly inhabit eucalyptus woodland, the leaves of these trees primarily make up the food that they consume. But while it might seem like they eat any eucalyptus leaf, they are highly selective in their diet. Out of every 700 species of eucalyptus trees, koalas typically eat from only 30 species, from which the most commonly eaten are Eucalyptus radiata, Eucalyptus viminalis, and Eucalyptus camaldulensis. This may be attributed to rich amounts of nutrients, relatively low toxicity levels, and high moisture content. To reiterate, the leaves found in these eucalyptus woodlands primarily make up the food that koalas consume, demonstrating how highly specialized their diets are. However, eucalyptus foliage is very low in nutrients and proteins. Instead, it is mainly composed of oils, ligands, cellulose, and tannins, which are highly toxic to most animals, including koalas. These properties of eucalyptus leaves actually serve many purposes in the human world. They are commonly used for antiseptics, insect repellents, and industrial solvents. When it comes to ingesting eucalyptus leaves, however, it can be quite difficult and even problematic for koalas, especially because koalas spend a considerable amount of their time consuming food, ranging from 4 to 6 hours per day. The degradation of the toxins in eucalyptus leaves is an extremely energy-consuming process. Because a koala's metabolism is most active as they are resting, they spend the majority of their time sleeping so that they are able to efficiently degrade these toxins.
Now let's take a look at how exactly the gut microbiome facilitates the digestion of eucalyptus leaves. Koalas are alloenzymatic herbivores, which means they depend on their gut microbiota to break down the tough dietary compounds found in their diet. The gut microbes within the cecum play an important role in fermenting recalcitrant dietary components, supplying the host with energy. They also aid in the detoxification of plant secondary metabolites, produce important vitamins needed by the host, and protect against gastrointestinal pathogens. Koalas in particular have developed a specialized method for the inoculation of these necessary gut microbes within their infants. Just like humans, koalas are not born with the capacity to eat solid foods. So how do baby koalas, known as joeys, reach the developmental stage of being able to break down the tough, fibrous eucalyptus leaves found in their diet? Here's how. After a joey is born, its mother will produce a soft, semi-solid form of feces known as pap. While the joey is still in its mother's pouch, it will consume this pap. This process, known as pap feeding, introduces their digestive system with a diverse microbial community that will ultimately be essential for their survival. On average, pap feeding will last for about 6 to 12 months. During this time, the joey's digestive system gradually acquires essential gut microbes. They grow more capable of digesting fibrous plant material, and their reliance on their mother's pap will lessen as they mature, until they begin eating eucalyptus and embark on their eucalyptus-only diet. A koala's gut microbiome consists of highly diverse microbes, such as bacteria that specialize in certain metabolic processes. For example, the bacteria Streptococcus bovis and Lompinella colarum live in the gastrointestinal tracts of koalas and focus on the degradation of lignin and tannin. As koalas mature, they experience changes in their microbiota diversity. Strains of the Akkermansia muciniphila bacteria are known for improving metabolic functioning and immunological responses. Research shows that the abundance of this bacteria is the highest in subadult koalas and decreases with age. This indicates an overall declination in immunity as a koala ages, making them more susceptible to illnesses. Addressing illnesses in koalas is a very delicate subject. During pap feeding, koalas are susceptible to contracting the sexually transmitted infection chlamydia. A research was performed on chlamydia-infected koalas where antibiotics were given as a treatment. The results found that the koalas who died after this antibiotic treatment failed to have the tannin degrader bacteria Lompinella colarum in their gut microbiomes, whereas the bacteria persisted in those who survived. These results suggest that the usage of antibiotics may actually be disruptive to their gut microbiomes, which worsens their ability to digest food, compromising their health.
If you're thinking to yourself, why is it important to study the koala gut microbiome? Well, here are a few reasons. Understanding the importance of a koala's gut microbiome helps us to place their health at a higher priority in order to avoid preventable issues such as antibiotic death. These insights on the relationship between their health and gut microbiota could also lead to more effective treatments for koala illnesses, more specifically ones that relate to their digestive system. And lastly, this kind of knowledge contributes to more innovative conservation strategies. By understanding their gut microbiome, we can make more health conscious decisions when performing species preservation efforts. This includes ensuring the inclusion of proper diet and environmental management that maintain a healthy gut microbiota. So here's a recap of a koala's gut microbiome. Koalas have a highly specialized diet of eucalyptic leaves. Eucalyptic leaves contain complex and toxic compounds that are difficult to digest, such as oils, lignins, cellulose, and tannins. To combat this, a koala's adolescence is spent in their mother's pouch, building a strong, healthy gut microbiome, undergoing a process known as pap feeding for about 6 to 12 months. After obtaining microbes from their mother's pap, koalas are able to successfully digest their food to obtain the necessary nutrients that are essential for their survival. Research shows that koalas have a diverse gut microbiome with specialized functions, but they lose these microbes with age. Antibiotics can harm their gut microbiota, causing digestion issues and potentially death. Understanding the gut microbiome is key to improving koala health and developing effective conservation strategies. Ultimately, microbiome research in koalas serve as a model for understanding the complex relationship between diet, health, and gut microbiota that can be applied to other animals, including humans.
We would like to pay tribute to these resources for contributing to the content of this educational video.
We hope that you got to learn something new today about the gut microbiomes of koalas. Thanks for watching!